Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to your AWS Students YouTube channel. I am Tanmay today with you, and I am going to start the playlist for AWS. Now, first we will understand some of the very basic things about AWS. Then today we will deploy very basic class cap on EC2. So, if you have a zero deployment idea or how we can implement a very basic class, how to deploy it, like you will have a link where you can go click, and that link can be accessible by everyone in the whole world. We'll get a flavor of it. Then we can go and build different end-to-end projects with some good architecture build up and all. Okay. So first you can see once you go to AWS Management Console, you just search in the Google AWS Management Console. You can easily log in there. You can create your own account and log in. Once you log in, you can see a page like this. But for me, recently visitor services are there because this is my personal account, and here these all services I have used. That is why I can see these all services here. Okay. So now let's understand very basic things. First of all, you can see here, right? This is called Mumbai, right? If I click here, you can see this all is not, this is not Virginia, Ohio, North California, and all these things. Okay. So this all we call region. Okay. This all we call region. So AWS have different regions. They have in Mumbai, they have Osaka, they have in Seoul, Singapore, Sydney. That is based on Asia, they are based on US, based on Canada, and based on Europe. So based on this, right? So in one region, there are multiple availability zones. If you can see, all are multiple availability zones. What does it mean by availability zone? That means when you are creating any resources, okay, when you are going to create any resources, it depends on what region you selected. Okay, according to your region, you can see this from Mumbai, they call it AP South 1, Osaka for AP Northeast 3, Northeast 2, Northeast 1, right? So what happens when it depends whatever you are selecting here, according to your resources will be created, and it will be created by taking connection or having connection with the with that specific region data center or whatever is wherever they keep the all services. Okay, they are going to have some connection with their services from that location, and we should always keep the nearest location. Right now I am in Bangalore, but there is no Bangalore, right? And that is why I have to choose Mumbai. If you are in US, according to your location in US, you can choose any one of them. Same for Canada people, same for Europe people, same for South America people. You can see, right? There are 30 regions that are not enabled for this account. So as this is my personal account and all, right? So they have some limitations or something because you can see, right? There are many others are also there. Hyderabad, Hong Kong, but that is not applicable for my account because I have created very recently. Okay. So this is the very basic thing that I wanted to tell you first. Why I am telling you? Because these all are completely isolated. How? What does it mean by isolated here? Let me show you a very basic demo. If I come back to this EC2, right? I'm clicking on this EC2. Let's not click here, let's come here. Because in your case, you won't find anything here in this file. Okay. So when if you want to search any of the services in AWS, you have to come here and write EC2. EC2, what is the full form of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. Because it's compute and cloud, 2C, that's why they kept it as a EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. So now if I click in EC2 button, you can see there are 10 security groups. I will explain later everything what is security groups and all. But you can see instance running 0, right? See, let me show you one thing. If you don't have to understand anything here, just I wanted to tell you the significance of this isolation that I have mentioned before. So I will go to this instances running part. Right now none of the instances are running and I don't have any instances in my. Let me create a basic instance for you. You don't have to understand anything right now. Just understand what is in the isolation. So I keep a name called test. Okay. I am choosing Ubuntu as of now, and I'll keep everything by default. I don't want to choose any key pair as of now. Leave everything. Okay. And I'm going to create it. I'm not doing any changes. I think it should be able to create it. Okay. Proceed without key pair. I don't want to create any key pair as of. So it's successfully initiated. So if I come back to instances, right, you can see this is pending and in some minutes it will be running. You can see the instances running. But Right now I'm in Mumbai region, right? And in Mumbai I have this instance running. But now if I change this Mumbai to maybe over here, right? Now if you see the magic, there's no instances, right? So they are completely separate from your region to region. Now in OE or if you go any other regions except Mumbai, you cannot find any instance. All are isolated. Okay, that's what I meant here. So if you come here, yeah, you can see it's running, but that is there in the Mumbai region. Because why you have to create in Mumbai region if you are nearby Mumbai? Because it will help you to have the minimal latency. Because if you are in India and you are trying to connect or create resources in US location, right? So it will take some time to connect with this US location data center to fetch all of your data, fetch all of your instances. Okay, it might have some latency. Okay, that is why you should always keep the nearest location. Okay, so that's all I wanted to explain first. And let me delete the resource now because I have to explain few more things. Let me terminate this. And just wanted to let you know, guys, before watching this video, there's a very basic video what is cloud computing that we have already uploaded in our channel. You should watch that video. It's a 5 minute video, but in that video we have explained everything that you have to know, very basics about cloud computing, and that is important before jump into any of the cloud services. Okay, so let it delete and let it go. So let me first explain you what is EC2 and all, right? So first of all, let's understand what is EC2. EC2 means already I have explained that is Elastic Compute Cloud, right? Now, what is this Elastic Compute Cloud? It will help you to create a server. Okay, if you want to create a Windows server, if you want to create Ubuntu server, Red Hat server, whatever you wanted to create, you can create from the AWS service itself. Okay, and then you can do whatever you want and it will be hosted on cloud. See, it won't take space from your laptop. It will be everything hosted on cloud. You can access it anywhere. And if you want to put any security checks in terms of code access and everything, all things you can do here. And you can have auto scaling also. For example, what does it mean auto scaling? I meant that if you have deployed something on your Ubuntu server, for example, and today you have 10 users, tomorrow you have 1000 users, suddenly you have one user. So your server will feel pressure, right? If you have too many users in one go. So such cases you can do auto scaling also. So it can automatically scale up when it required, automatically scale down when it is not required. So this are few of the benefits you will get from cloud. There are many that I will explain as we go ahead. Okay. So today first let's do some hands-on because I wanted to start completely hands-on with a complete hands-on explanation on AWS. There are many few things that I am going to explain that is IAM and other stuff that I am going to explain in the next video. But just to start, just to keep you guys motivated, not to I don't want to start with a complete theory because you guys feel demotivated. So let's start with the implementation where we can deploy our first class cap on cloud. Okay. So how we can create? Let me go back to this dashboard. I can go back to this dashboard. I think I'm in this dashboard already. Okay. So as I told you, you have to search EC2 and you can come here. Once you search EC2. Now you have to go here, instances. There is no running zero. You go here. None of the instances are running, it's terminated. After some time it will be vanished also from here. Okay, so we wanted to create a complete new instance. That means we want to create a complete new server or we can deploy our app. Okay, so for that you have to create here in launch instances. Once you go to your launch instances, you have to put a name of your server. I'm keeping the name as a Flux server. You can keep any one of them, whatever you want. And already I mentioned that they have different AMIs. What is AMIs? Amazon Machine Image. What you want to use? You want to use Mac, you want to use Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. There are many. SUS, Linux, Debian, there are many. Okay, they have recent also recently launched, and they can have quick start also. So we will start with the quick start, and Ubuntu is the easier way to deploy your first app. So okay, now I'm going to choose this one. If you come here, you can find many of others. It depends on what Ubuntu version you are using and all. And in my case, I'm going to use this confirm changes. I'm going to use this free tier eligible one, that is the by default one. See, when you create an AWS account, first you will get 1 year free trial. Okay, you can use few of the services without paying anything. Okay, that is also there, and that's why I'm showing you in free tier eligible. So you can do this, you can do the same thing in your AWS account completely for free. Okay, so it won't charge you. It might charge me because I'm an old user, but it won't charge you if you are a very new user. Okay. Okay, now come in the instance type. See, now instance type is, you can select T2 micro by default is selected. Again, it's free tier. If you see it's a family of T2, and what is configuration? It is 1 rich CPU, 1 GB of memory, and current generation is 2. And how it will charge me? See, this is called free tier eligible. So if you are a very new user and you have not completed your 1 year of AWS, right? Then it won't charge you. This service won't charge you. But as I am an old user and I have completed my 1 year, that's why it will charge me accordingly. If I use a Linux based pricing, it will charge me 0.0124 US dollar per hour. So accordingly, based on the AMIs, Amazon Machine image that we have selected before, right? So right now I'm using Ubuntu, right? And Ubuntu server. So for me, it will charge me Ubuntu Pro base pricing is 0.0142 USD per hour. So that's what it will charge me right now. Okay. So I'll go with this one by default. Okay. Yeah. And then we have to choose the key pair. And for the key pair part, we have to create a key pair for me because right now I don't want to use any one of my old key pair. So I'll create a key pair. What this key pair will do, this key pair will help you to connect with your EC2 from your laptop or from any of the servers. This key pair will help you to have some SSH connection. So what we have to do, we have to create a new key pair. So click on this new key pair, and you can keep any name. I'm keeping cloud server same name that I kept. RSA you can keep PEM or PPK for your putty connection or open SSH connection. But as of now, I'm keeping everything by default. We'll explain later which one to use when. Okay. So let us create the key pair. You can say it's downloaded in my system, right? This plus our PM5. I'm not gonna use it in my this video, okay, but later we might do it. Okay, so let's keep it. Now about the security group. So see, right now I don't think we have to create any security group. I'll explain what is security group. As of now, you'll understand what is security group like your Windows Defender. Okay, or you can think like a security that can check that okay any malfunction is going on or not in your server. Okay, it can stop based on different ports and all that we will do later. Okay, but yeah, so I am going to create a new security group, whatever is selected here by default, and the security group is going to create for me that is launch wizard 11. Okay, this is will be the name of the security group, and I am allowing SSH traffic from anywhere. So anyone can access my server. I can do something in my security group so that I can restrict the access for many users. Maybe I can have some private server. I can get a private server also. But right now, as we are in very first video for this cloud playlist, so I am keeping everything for anywhere. Anywhere, anyone can access this server from anywhere. And I am keeping HTTPS connection on because I am going to use the HTTPS. Then they are giving a warning also that this means allow all IP addresses to access an instance. So you should not do that when you deploy something in your production or something. But for demo, I am doing it. Now the configuration storage. See, by default, it's selecting 8 GB of memory. That is sufficient for you to implement. Okay. So I think I am done with this one. So now I'm gonna click launch instance. So it's launch initiated and initiated successfully. Now if I come here and if I replace this part, I should be able to see my server is running right now. And now how can I go into this server? So for that I have to first select this checkbox. Then I have to come here, connect. To connect here. Now there are many ways you can connect. First way is that EC2 instance connect. When you just click, you will have the server open. You can do Linux command to do something. Then session manager, then SSH client, and this is where You can say this is where your key and file that you have created, the key pair, will help you to connect from your local laptop or from anywhere to your Ubuntu server. And another one is EC2 serial connect. We'll explain all of them later. Let's start with the very basic one, that is EC2 instance connect. Now, I think this is C. This is the public ID before address. So using this address, you can access your server. But before accessing our server, let's deploy the app that we built. Later, we can access the server. So I will click on connect button. So it is going to start establishing the connection. Okay. So we are on the page. Let me try clear first to clear the whole console. So first of all, whenever you are in your Ubuntu server, you should do sudo apt update. Okay, it will help you to update everything, whatever is there. So it will help you to update everything. Whatever update request for your Ubuntu server. If any of the package or libraries is not updated, it will update everything. And you just have to wait for some time to get the signal. Okay. Now, I think I am we are done with this one. And let me just write clear. Let me just write clear now. Okay. Okay. So let's deploy something. Okay. So first of all, we need to clone my repo. See, this is the Git statement that I have created for you. So here I have a very basic code UI file that I'm going to clone in this one, and I'm going to deploy this basic code. Let me show you what this basic code does. See, in my
Code
Python,
that we are about to use right now. So this is the code that I have written here that will be able to um, create a normal, very basic calculator UI, and I'll show you how you can deploy that. That's what my motto is right now. So let me first run that py file and let me show you how it will work. So if I run Python um, basic code.py, you can see it's coming. If I click here, see it's working right. Now what I have to do, I have to make this add path, okay, because there's a route I have added. So now if you pass any number, maybe 12 and 12, and if I click on add button, we can get 24, right? So this is what the basic UI that I have showed you in localhost, and the same I'm going to show you now in your cloud. Okay.
same thing I have deployed, not deployed, sorry. I pushed in my Git repo. I'm going to take this repo and I'm going to clone it. So I'm coming my execute server. Okay, then I'm going to let git clone. Yeah. So if I run this one now, you can see it's cloning, right? If I do ls means the list of elements. So in my path, whatever elements are there, okay. So you can see this basic flask app, basic app flask AWS here. So I'm going to the cd. Cd will help you to go to the path that I'm going to pass now. So basic app flask AWS folder. So I wanted to go inside this folder. Now I am inside this folder as you can see here. Now if I do ls, I can see two. One is to templates folder, another one is the py file. Okay. Now I am going to run this py file. Okay. How I am going to run this py file? I have to run Python basic code.py. The same way I ran in my laptop, the same way I am going to run in this server. And I am going to click it. Now I am getting command not found. So what does it mean? Command Python from J Python 3. Okay. So I don't have Python here. So what do you have to do? I have to do Python 3. Just read Python 3. And yeah. So you can see I'm getting whenever I'm doing Python 3, I'm getting no module net class. So I'm gonna do pip3 install class because it has no class library. So pip3 is also not here. So how we can install pip3? So they have given you the command sudo apt install python 3 pip. If you use this command, you can install your Python pip3 pip. Okay. So let me just do it again for you. Okay. Let me type it out. Sudo apt install Python 3 Python 3 pip. Okay. So it's going to install the Python 3. So you can see it's now installing the Python script for you. Then we can install the Flask app, Flask library. Then we can run that Python to get the access of it. Okay. So things are running right now and it's okay. So let me do clear first. Okay. So let's now install quickly Flask. So we are getting error that extremely managed environment. So I got an error that I have not expected in the video, but I googled it. What is the error and how to solve it? So let me show you first. Go to the Stack Overflow link. So I have googled what error I got and I resolved the error. So let me show you how to resolve the error. So what you have to do, I will provide the link of this Stack Overflow description. And what I have to do, the way I have installed the class, it is not allowing me to do that. So that is why I have to come here. I have to install using apt. How I can install using apt? I just see right now in this discussion you can install requests like this. There is a library for requests that we can use to install request library in this server. But for me, I want to install Flask, right? So I will do one thing. Let's show you. Yeah, sudo apt install python 3 dash class. Now, whatever library you want to install, you just write python 3, then dash, then write the name of the library, and I click enter. So, for me, it installed because before recording this video, I have worked experimenting few things. So, yeah, so this is how it can be installed. Okay, now I am going to run my app. Before running my app, let me run this ls again to see. See, I am inside this basic app class AWS folder.
As you can see, my
And my
developers folder is here, as well as basic code.py file is here. Now what I have to do, I have to run this basic py file. Now how can I run it? The same way I had run it, right? But before that, I need to do one thing, that is sudo apt install. I don't think I record this one. Let me do python 3 basic code.py, and you can see it is running, right? But how you can access it now? See, this is a very basic way to deploy. Okay, you find many issues while doing deployment this way, but just I wanted to show you how you can deploy exactly in the very first place, very first way how you can deploy. It's a very basic way, but this is not the good way, or this is not the proper way to do the deployment. It's just a idea or intuition how you can create your first app that is deployed on the cloud and anyone can access it. That's what I wanted to show in the video. Okay, later we will do many things that you will see, but yeah, so this is how it is right now, and you can see it is running on this local host. But see, this is running in this server. So and this server is here in this public IP. So I can use this public IP. Okay, I can use this public IP, and I can use this public IP, and I can access it in the 5000 port. But let's see if we can access it or not. Okay, and I'll make it HTTP because HTTP. Okay, you can see that it's loading, but it is not coming up, right? So why it is not coming up? There is a issue. Let me tell you what is the issue is. So if I come back here and if I go to the EC2, you can see the server, right? There is a thing called security. I hope you can remember that we have created a security group, right? That is there. So now what we have to do, we have to come here, we have to come in this part, the security group that we attached. Okay, so we have to come in the security group. I have to click here. So you can see this is the security group right now. It is coming, right? Now what we have to do, if you come below, you can see inbound rows. That means what ports can access my server. You can see there is SSH TCP protocol and port range is given. See, our code is running on 5000 port, but 5000 is not mentioned here. That is why they cannot access our server, but we cannot access our server. So how we can make sure we can do that? So for that I need to edit the inbound rows. I have to add that port so that I can access it. How I have to do that? I have to come and it need to add the new role, keep it custom TCP, make it 5000, and make it this 00 means all can access it, and from anywhere we can access it. And yeah, this is all changes you have to do, and just you have to do save rules. Okay, your rules is saved right now, and if we come back again in this page, and if we see, it's automatically refreshed it right now. You can see the same UI that I had, right? The same way that I had in the localhost, now it is deployed on the server. So now how you can access that calculator? Same way. I have a route, right? That add, I'll go to this route. See, it's coming, right? Now I can put any number, maybe 10, 20. If I click on add, you can see 30. We can get the answer. And now the most best thing is that now this link can be accessible by anyone in this world. So, for example, if I do one thing, if I take this Control C, if I do Control C, if I click here and come incognito window, or if I come here maybe in this page, let's try to let me show you how it is coming. Okay, if I'm pasting this one here, if I run in the C, still it is accessible here also. Now, if I do this add, see it's coming. Now, if I put any number 6 and 6, I'll get answer as 12. So this is a completely different way that you can now access your basic Flask app on cloud, and it's deployed, and you have a link now that can be shared with anyone, and they can access your server from anywhere in this world. So that is all I wanted to show you guys in this video. Hope you understood, and you make sure you will implement the same thing whatever I have showed in your new AWS account, and this is completely for free. If you create your AWS account and whatever I have showed you, you can implement it completely for free. You don't have to pay anything for that. Okay, later we'll go in deep, we'll understand what is HTTP, SSH and all the different T2 micro, is there any other options or not, about the AMIs. We'll explain everything, we'll go one by one. So this is how we'll start our playlist. So hope you like that video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment box, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.